Hi there, I'm Dr. Brown, the founder of Restful Sleep MD. Today we're going to talk about how lack of sleep can actually affect how we consume calories and our ability to lose weight. So what we know is that a good night's sleep actually helps produce a balance of healthy hormones that regulate appetite. The two main hormones that are involved in our appetite regulation. One is leptin and the other one is ghrelin. Now, what is leptin? Leptin is a peptide hormone. So it's a hormone that's produced by your body that helps regulate your body's energy and actually helps curb the feeling of hunger. And that's really helpful for us because when you're really full, that leptin is what's produced that lets you know, okay, I'm full. The second hormone, called ghrelin, acts directly opposite leptin. And so what that does is it boosts your appetite, it promotes growth, it promotes fat production. So the balance of your leptin and ghrelin is really what helps us with regulating our diet, our appetite, and things like that. And so that balance is really facilitated by a night of good sleep or a lifetime of good sleep. When we don't sleep well, either if we're sleep deprived or we are sleep restricted, meaning we're sleeping for short periods of time or we're not sleeping at all, is that there is an imbalance, almost like a flip of those hormones. And so what then happens is your ghrelin, which really should be low, becomes increased and it makes you feel hungry all the time. And then leptin, which helps curb your appetite, is low. And so then what you then start to experience is this increased hunger during the day and craving for high calorie food. So one thing I always say is usually you may not want to go into the fridge to grab a carrot, maybe the carrot cake. And so you can imagine then if you're eating higher caloric foods, that's going to increase your overall calorie intake, and that's going to make you more likely to gain weight or have a harder time losing weight. The other thing it does, in addition to making that switch in the regulation of that balance of your appetite hormones, is that it actually also affects the way our body responds to a hormone called insulin. And so that insulin is important in helping us to break down sugar in our body. And when you have abnormal insulin production, that's when you can be at risk for diabetes. And so sleep also affects that regulation and can put us at a higher risk for diabetes when we don't sleep well. So not sleeping well is likely to affect your ability to lose weight. It's likely to predispose you to gaining weight and to obesity. And one thing that obesity we know can also increase is the risk of diabetes. So either through taking a lot more calories than we need to, or difficulty with metabolizing what we're eating, both of which are not good if we're planning to stay healthy, to have a healthy diet and healthy appetite and healthy weight. And then one other way by which lack of sleep can affect our calorie consumption and our ability to lose weight appropriately is that we are more at risk of having fatigue and just tiredness and lack of motivation. And when you don't sleep well, when you're tired, you're exhausted, the likelihood that you will want to get out there and exercise or engage in physical activity that can help you lose weight is lower, much lower. And we don't want that. We want to be motivated. We want to feel energetic. We want to be able to get out there and walk and run and jog and go to the gym. So when we don't sleep well, all that is hindered. And then, we then start to struggle with weight loss. So all these reasons, you can see how lack of sleep can affect your metabolism and how that can put you at increased risk of difficulty with losing weight and also at increased risk of diseases like diabetes, obesity, and things like that. So another very, very important reason why we have to prioritize sleep. I always talk about those three pillars of health, right? It's physical activity, it's healthy nutrition, and sleep. So you see how the balancing, I feel like the balancing measure, maybe I'm biased, but the balancing measure is sleep, because when you sleep well, then you can eat healthy and you can metabolize your food appropriately. When you sleep well, you can prioritize exercise, feel motivated, get out there and engage in physical activity, and actually see the results of that. Again, prioritize sleep for your entire well-being. Now, if this has been helpful, I would love it if you like the video, if you comment, as well as share with those in your circle. And another thing, another resource that I provide is that I speak at different coaching programs, seminars, conferences. So if you are running a program, or you know someone is, and you need someone who can come to speak on the science of sleep, why sleep is beneficial, and how to get the sleep we need, then definitely let me know. I'm going to put the link in the show notes, and I hope this has been helpful. And until the next time I see you, I hope you rest well.